1045 The Team and 1045theteam.com. We are on the phone right now. NBA superstar, San Antonio Spurs forward LaMarcus Aldridge, multiple-time All-Star, multiple All-NBA selection. LaMarcus, NBA free agency kicks off on Friday. You signed with San Antonio last year after a long 9-year run in Portland. What is the free agent process like?
It's tough. You're trying to figure out, what you want to do with your life, the next chapter, of your life, or, if you're going to make the right decision and, if you're going in the right direction. So it's definitely not easy, but I think, guys get through it.
There's been a lot of speculation about where Kevin Durant might play. The San Antonio Spurs are one of his potential suitors, one of the teams he's going to take a meeting with. What would your sales pitch to KD be about San Antonio?
I don't want to talk about that. The Spurs have, always done business, the best way. They've gotten guys, even before me. So, it's not about me. It's about what the Spurs want to do.
What has the organization done for you in San Antonio? What did you think about your first year in San Antonio as a whole?
It's a great organization. They've embraced me. They brought me in and made me a part of the family. It's a family first organization where they value you and they value your family and you getting time with your family. So I think it's just been just very different for us. Having a team or organization value you getting family time too. So that's been pretty awesome for me.
How big an impact was your finger injury that dislocated pinky in the playoffs?
It definitely bothered me, and that's why I'm trying to just let it heal up now. It's still not healed up, and it still gives me issues at times. So it definitely bothered me. Just trying to grip the ball, or just having my shot be correct. It just made me not be able to shoot the way I really wanted to, or be able to just react the way I wanted to. The training staff did a really good job of just trying to tape it up and try to give me the best tape job to just use it. But at the end of the day, if you can't move your pinky out on your hand, and you're trying to shoot, it's just tough.
You were in consideration for one of the spots on the U.S. Olympic team and had to pull out due to that injury. How disappointing is that for you to not be able to play for Team USA this summer?
Very disappointed. I was looking forward to it. I was very excited to, represent my country and, be on the USA team and, be a part of history and, just the proudness the pride that comes with it. And I was very disappointed, but I don't feel like I could really be my full self, with my hand, not being 100%. I feel like I wouldn't have been able to help as much as I wanted to. So, I'd rather let somebody that's fully healthy, take my spot or, go, and really help the team.
There's been a lot of concern about the Olympics because of the Zika virus and health concerns. If you were 100% healthy with your finger, would those other concerns have factored into your decision, or were you going no matter what?
Of course, it's something that guys are going to think about, or that's going to be scary. So I don't want to do what ifs because I'm injured, so I'm not going. But of course, that would have been on my mind.
Now, you've got your basketball camp coming to Waterville, New York, July 11th through 14th. What inspired you to get in on the camp circuit, and why coming to the Capital Region? Because I know the Capital Region is very, very excited to have your camp coming.
I've done a few camps in Dallas, and I've always enjoyed trying to help kids work on the fundamentals, and just try to show them ways to get better every day, and just to give them some time with me to kind of pick my brain and to ask me things about how I got there. So I've always loved interacting with kids, and trying to just educate them on the game and in the process of being a athlete and how much hard work goes into it. And I have a really good friend named Craig Winder that I went to UT with. He kind of came to me with the idea, and him and some guys that he out there just I'll put it together.
Now, at your camp, you're actually going to be there every day and working as part of the camp, because we see a lot of camps where guys just put their name on it and show up the first day and then leave. But you feel it's important to be there every day.
Yeah, because I just feel like, showing them that training every day and just how to have a basketball quality of life. I think some kids think that if they go to the gym on Friday and then they go back next Friday, they worked hard enough. But what they don't understand is, across this country is kids that's working Monday through Friday, and then even on the weekends. So I just want to instill in them that hard work pays off. And when I was their age, I was in the gym all day, every day.
LaMarcus Aldridge, San Antonio Spurs forward with us, 104.5 The Team, 104.5theteam.com. LaMarcus Aldridge basketball camp coming to the Capital Region, Waterville High School, July 11th through the 14th. LaMarcus, we'll get you out of here on this. At your camp, we're sure you're going to work on shooting, but you're also going to have some big guys there as well who are probably going to, you're probably going to hopefully work with them on back to the basket type stuff. Is it hard to be a power forward, a center growing up right now with the way the game is changing?
I don't think so. I think if you're in the right system and you have the right coach, I feel like power forwards and centers will always be needed. I know Golden State has kind of tweaked the idea of having a small ball out there, but I think as long as a power forward can shoot, he can dribble the ball and he can make passes. And being a power forward is always needed. And I'm more of a back to the basket guy, and I feel like if you're really good at back to the basket game, then teams have to double team you. They have to dig in your lap, and that's when you get your teammate shots.
LaMarcus Aldridge, San Antonio Spurs All-Star, All-NBA selection this year. Another All-NBA selection for you as well. His basketball camp coming, Waterville High School, July 11th through the 14th. We'll have more information about it at 1045theteam.com. LaMarcus, best of luck. Congratulations on all your success. Get that finger healthy, and we'll see you July 11th through the 14th.
Yes, sir. Thanks for having me.